in the right stage and circumstances, but there's still a lot more difficult to achieve. As we go into game number 1, although Bastion again, a lot of this time the stage is picked actually. Surprising seeing how it just became legal.
Right, this new stage seems to be a new high-level favorite. A lot of top players have been picking this particular stage today.
Okay. Good read on the jab right there, gets him in. Now Sheik in the corner can escape pretty well with the bouncing fish and just in general her very fast mobility, but it's still a bit trouble. Inkling jumps very high as well, not as high as Sheik, but still she can keep up with her in terms of the high ground. Gonna get the up for up air, is not gonna be stocked up, but still 120% already there on Mr. R's counter.
Excellent read on the jump there, forced him to go high because of the splat bomb. And getting a fresh forward there for the stock in the meantime. And Mr. R barely had one combo starter. You know, just 30%. There we go, just 30%. What's 30% to an Inkling with a rapid jab?
Yeah, Space is just gonna take that. Oh, another good splatter shot right there. We've seen a lot of splatter shots off the ledge, and the reason that's good is because it's super hard to punish when you shield it. Like, it has so little hit lag, and there are so many hits right between each other, so it's really difficult to punish.
People love shielding on that ledge.
Exactly.
It puts you in a really good ledge wrapping position, so it's an interesting counter.
He gets it once again in the back in fast falls to get out of that explosion hitbox. Also dodges the bouncing fish. They are just flying through each other's hitboxes, but that forward stretch for Sheik is gonna secure the first stock. That's one thing where she's kill power comes from, though it is those smash attacks. She has pretty good smash attacks. That up smash especially is really good for catching opponents on the platform. But then again, they need to tech in place and you need to read it because the hitbox is very, very small.
Yeah, if you get the weak spot on that up smash, all your kill power just goes out the window.
Meanwhile, Space gets another up for upper. Seals out the stock. Mr. R with a combo.
Okay. Oh, and he outweights both the spot dodge and the down air for a rapid jab, which only does 14, but if he can get yet another combo starter here while the paint is on him, he'll do a lot more damage, but Mr. R has been fully in control ever since, and now the paint is gone. Splatter shot to get back on stage, rapid jab, Sheik is looking very purple.
That's the bouncing fish. That is one of the stronger options, or confirm she has weak nair into bouncing fish at around 100%. Will seal the deal against most characters. Now Mr. R on the ledge, or has the ledge position there. He's going to try and keep Space at bay, but he escapes on the platform. He's going to try to get some hits in on his own. And it's kind of the thing, she doesn't really have an answer or a good aerial answer to that back air being so disjointed.
Yeah, but that's not really a problem with Sheik's aerials.
No.
That's just because no one really does.
That's true.
Probably one of the safest, most disjointed aerials in the entire game.
Oh, okay, I thought it was...
Space loves to make use of.
I thought it was going to be a big combo from Mr. R, but he kind of messed it up. Throw. Tries to get the grenade in. There's a dangerous tool to get it.
Is that it? He did cross up the DI. Excellent stuff there from Mr. R. Clinching out a game that he definitely wasn't looking like he was going to win.
No.
For, I think at least 3/4 of the duration.
Yeah, especially after that first stock. It was
right.
Like,
and then at the very, very end, the final stock, he got it back together and he got a very, very clutch up air confirm on the platform, where in addition he managed to cross up Space's DI. Everything just aligned perfectly for him at that very final moment.
Exactly, it all worked out for him. But the fact that he was in a disadvantaged position a lot of the time could also mean that if Space capitalizes on it more, it should be over for Mr. R at that point. But then again, you have to capitalize on a disadvantage against one of the fastest characters in this game.
And he is sticking with the Sheik here, and Space is sticking with the Hollow Bastion. Let's see if Mr. R can have a better start here in game 2 than he did give one.
Okay, good string for Mr. R here. Okay, 50% on the clock.
And he's blocking out the roller with the backer.
Doesn't get to punish the down air from Mr. R. Space getting stuck at the ledge, gets out of there with a forward air, but instantly gets sent back with a forward air on his own.
There it is, great parry. gets the rapid jab. Mr. R looking mighty pink. But of course the bouncing fish is so useful for getting out of there and getting yourself in a position where you can land more easily. It's going to be hard for Space to extend his advantage state to the point where he had been doing so versus studying and Zemmel and the others.
Get the grenade, and the grenade has such a big wind box that it might mess up the positioning of your opponent. Space really being able to dodge it, gets a couple of down tilts in on the air dodge reads, but still no kill with Space being at 120 is a sign. Oh, good pressure there, that would have basically been unshieldable.
Oh, there it is, cross of the eye, yes. He did catch the cross up. Space looked like he was aware.
Yeah.
But it was still enough to take the stock, surprisingly. Usually if you get to the eye right, you will live. Not this time, for Space.
Space getting caught on the wrong side of the tracks right there. Ooh.
Okay, ledge trapping time. This used to be what Mr. R was known for back in the days of Smash 4.
Now, Space going to be the one to try and attempt a ledge trap here. He's going to allow Mr. R to escape fairly easily. Oh, but does not shield the landing of B. Such a weird, obscure hitbox, but an oh so important one to shield. Okay, another good advantageous state here for Mr. R. The thing is, I'm really noticing of Mr. R is he's been getting a lot of more small hits in. Not necessarily getting those big combos in, but just enough to distort Space positioning on most scenarios.
And of course, if you have the lead, that's gonna be enough. What matters most is avoiding those kill moves and kill confirms that Inkling has. Back throw's not quite enough. You have to pummel a little bit more.
He would have probably would have died.
Yeah.
For sure. And
it's so hard to force the KO versus Sheik.
Yeah.
Because he has so many movement options, so much mobility. Such great hitboxes.
Okay, splash on the shield again, basically unpunishable. But Space looking in a lot of trouble.
Here comes a combo. Here comes a combo.
Oh, big
one.
No.
Oh no, he caught him at the edge of the platform with the rapid jab, which means you can rapid jab for even longer without losing the combo, painting him all the way purple. There it is.
Tries to get the up smash in once they get started, but it's gonna get punished.
He wanted he wanted so bad the up smash out of shield, but Mr. R having none of it. Fortunate for him, there's yet another rapid jab. I think he could have gone out of that a little bit earlier. He was painted all the way purple, which normally isn't necessary unless they get you at the ledge.
Oh, tries to get the back throw in, but the up smash is going to punish the needles there. And now we're going to go to a last stock situation for both players. Small advantage for Mr. R here, but he has been playing a lot better this game. Really disrupting Space in his movement and his way of play here. Space getting those big jabs and getting big damage here, but Mr. R is just going off with these hitboxes.
That's right, but in this last stock, Space has been catching him slightly, but here goes Mr. R again, a ledge trapping situation. Can he keep him there? No, the splatter shot beating out the down air. Surprising stuff here from Space, but he doesn't manage to fight out of the corner regardless. Like I said before, this is what Mr. R used to be known for.
Gets the air read with the bouncing fish.
I hadn't seen bouncing fish in like 4 minutes, and he just pulls out right there at the perfect moment to seal off that final stock. Mr. R going up 2-0 in the second game, looking quite a bit better than his first.
Yeah, that neutral game and then the amount of time Space was actually doing something he wanted to do was really, really low in comparison to the first game.
Yeah, you get 1 hit in, maybe 2 hits, you get hit by 4 there, and you get taken all the way to the other side of the stage.
You maybe do like 40 damage with a jab, but you're not really going to get anything more out of that. Okay, and it seems that Space is going to be switching to Pyra and Mythra. Now Mr. R has been practicing that character as well, so there should be some small matchup familiarity.
Yeah, he should at least be more than aware with what that character can do.
A bit.
A
small bit. Aegis facing Mr. R. It is going to be game 3 though, so Space is on his last leg. Luckily he has 4 now, and is going to try and see if he can Battlefield this time. We saw this against Super Semi as well. Great stage for Pyra Mythra. He's going to try an advantageous or keep this state as long as go or advantageous as long as going. The thing that really makes the difference here is again those hitboxes and the speed, especially because now we have characters with almost equal speed. Against Inkling, there's a big speed deficit for Inkling there. So
yeah, for sure, and you can already see Space making great use of it, coming out swinging. Getting an early lead, and the kill power differential between Sheik and Pyra is so unbelievably big. You need to build a big lead as Sheik. And that's not really happening. Excellent air dodge read right there from Space. Doesn't even need Mythra to close out the stock. Of course, Mythra might be weak, but Sheik is also very, very light. There's the photo flash.
Gets back to the stage that we saw against the last time against Super Semi that kind of got interrupted with the lowers. Yeah, I'm just talking, and Nemo Mythra is just going to get flung from one side to the stage to the other.
I think we're on a fast track to the Chrome switch, looking at the way this game is going.
Try to get something going, but it's still gonna be Pyro. Oh, interrupts the dash attack lifting back out. I could have been a stock for Space there, getting the lead even more or having an even bigger lead, but Mr. R narrowly avoiding that. Oh, that should be a punish, yes!
Yes, it is. Excellent stuff right there, getting the sweet spot. But 110% lead for Space with a character that has such a kill power differential. Looking tough for Mr. R. He's got to keep this advantage set going. There it is, up smash out of shield. He saw the neutral air coming. Such a great move, such a safe option. It's gonna be a lot easier to guess when those come out.
Okay, gets in. Oh! Luckily doesn't break the shield, but instantly goes for the up B, drifting back, catching Mr. R sleeping on the platform.
Yeah, I thought Mr. R was behind it. I suppose he thought the same.
Yeah.
But that explosion does reach a little bit behind Pyra. He's having a lot of trouble keeping Mythra in the corner. A lot more trouble than he had with Inkling. Usually when Inkling got out the corner, at least Mr. R would manage to reset the advantage state, but not so much versus Mythra.
Oh, again, that frame data from Sheik trading with Pyra's generally slower frame data has saved him twice right now. Grenade gonna interrupt.
Whoa!
The Flames Nova. Forward down B. No, it's not gonna connect, and instead he's gonna be the one being destroyed by a good read.
Yeah, covering both the tech in place, the tech in, and the mid-stack. Pyra's up tilt is gonna take that, and I really think we're gonna see the crumb if Space decides to stay with the Pyra.
Yeah, there's such an amazingly large deficit between these two in terms of kill power. Okay, gonna go back to Hollow Bastion. Game 1 and 2 were played on there as well.
Sheik? Okay. Okay. Suppose maybe he feels like the stage was holding him back more so than Sheik's lack of kill power.
Yeah, Battlefield of course being a very difficult stage to play against Pyra Mythra. But maybe Hollow Bastion, he seems to be comfortable here with Sheik. Maybe this will be the case. But you still have to deal with these enormous hitboxes. Okay, ooh! Gets in the foresight on the bouncing fish.
Yeah, the foresight. Getting a free reversal right there for Space. And he's making great use of it. He's been keeping Mr. R at the ledge ever since.
Okay, now tries to chase Space on the platform. Okay, good offstage catch there from... Oh, but it should be it! Yeah, the grenade getting bonked by the grenade and then hit by the explosion there. That is going to be the end of Pyra.
I don't even see that move hitting casuals.
Oh, no. It's surprisingly annoying to do with if you don't have an amazing recovery off the stage.
Yeah.
Like, you're so limited at that point because you know for sure that Mr. R is ready for the jump in at that point.
Okay,
Speaking of ready,
yeah, look at him keep space at the ledge here. That early stock with the grenade is gonna get Mr. R a nice little lead. That's exactly what you need in this matchup. In any matchup really with Sheik, but especially this one.
okay, double jump air dodge is gonna get back to the stage there for sure.
Okay. Normally I'd say you have to avoid the kill confirms, but with Pyra at this percentage you're just gonna have to avoid every move she has basically.
Yeah.
Whoa, okay.
Double jump is down.
He's gone. He's gone.
He is gone. He doesn't have a double jump. Goodbye.
That's the one weakness that this character really has, you know.
Yeah.
The lack of projectiles except for blazing hands, you know, it can be annoying, but with Mythra's ground speed it's rarely an issue. But that recovery, if you can knock him out of the double jump, you might just be able to get an early stop.
It might be one of the characters where they designed it with a bad recovery that actually has a bad recovery.
Yeah.
But luckily, the recovery isn't always needed if your opponent doesn't get back to the stage. Mr. R trying to get out of there, especially with those grenades. Hoping now get something started. And these combos from Mr. R have been so much more consistent than Polo Bastion. I don't know if it is the background or the music, but on Battlefield they felt a lot more iffy. And now Mr. R seems to be a lot more in his element, trying to catch space here with these aerials. 3-4 into a neutral air, big damage coming through, or big damage 20% or something. Plays it safe.
And once again, space is in the corner, which is where Mr. R shines.
He's gonna try to fish for something. Down tilt up smash is gonna be a kill at some point, but also if she gets caught on the platform there with an up smash, that should also be the case. Gets a good recovery in with the side B.
I think he's looking for a confirm into bouncing fish at the ledge.
That was an up smash. I saw it.
Yeah. I think Space has just about had it, switching to Pyra relatively early. I think he might even stay in Pyra if he wants to stay the stock, trying to go for a Hail Mary, a couple of really powerful hits close together to make a crazy comeback.
Good read, but doesn't get anything out of it.
There's the bouncing fish, and it's not enough.
As Pyra at the Mythra at the ledge, and the up B is not going to connect to the ledge, and down tilt up air is going to seal the deal for Mr. R. He gets the face against Zoetermeer in the grand finals.